Hey there, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's close to all of our hearts: happiness. But we're not just talking about fleeting moments of joy. We're exploring the science behind happiness and its profound impact on our brains. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to radiate positivity even in the face of adversity? Or how maintaining a positive outlook can actually improve your brain health? Well, get ready to have your mind blown, because we're about to uncover the fascinating connection between optimism and a happier, healthier brain. In this video, we'll delve into the latest research on how optimism can reduce anxiety, lower stress levels, and even boost your overall well-being. We'll explore practical tips for cultivating a more optimistic mindset and share real-world examples of how positivity can transform your life. So, if you're ready to unlock the secrets of a happier brain and discover the science of optimism, stick with us. This video is packed with valuable insights and actionable advice that will leave you feeling empowered and inspired. Let's get started. Optimism and brain structure. The relationship between optimism and brain health extends to the very structure of our brains. Research suggests that individuals with a more optimistic outlook tend to have a larger orbitofrontal cortex, a region of the brain associated with decision-making, emotional regulation, and reward processing. This enlargement could be due to the increased activity in this area that comes with positive thinking and the processing of rewarding experiences. Louina Lee and others, in their 2019 study published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, demonstrated the correlation between optimism and exceptional longevity, suggesting a link between optimistic brain structures and overall health. Optimism and stress reduction. A significant way optimism benefits brain health is by reducing stress and anxiety. When we cultivate an optimistic mindset, we're less likely to dwell on negative thoughts and more likely to see challenges as opportunities. This shift in perspective can lead to lower levels of the stress hormone cortisol, which, when chronically elevated, can have detrimental effects on the brain, including impaired memory and increased risk of mood disorders. The Heart and Soul study by Kim and others, published in 2014 in Health Psychology, found that optimism was associated with reduced cardiac events in patients with coronary heart disease, suggesting the stress-reducing benefits of optimism can protect our brains and bodies. Optimism and positive emotions. Optimism is closely intertwined with positive emotions, such as joy, gratitude, and hope. Research suggests that experiencing positive emotions regularly can have a profound impact on our brains. Positive emotions can enhance cognitive flexibility, creativity, and problem-solving skills. They can also foster resilience, enabling us to bounce back from setbacks and challenges more effectively. In their 2015 study published in Psychological Science, Trudell Fitzgerald and others highlighted the relationship between positive emotions and healthy biological functions, suggesting a potential link between optimism, positive emotions, and overall well-being. The science of optimism: reducing anxiety and stress. In the realm of brain health, optimism emerges as a powerful ally against anxiety and stress. Numerous studies have illuminated the connection between a positive outlook and reduced anxiety levels, suggesting that optimism isn't just a feel-good emotion, but a potent brain-boosting tool. One fascinating avenue of research focuses on the orbitofrontal cortex, OFC, a brain region intricately linked to emotional regulation and decision-making. Studies have revealed that individuals who cultivate optimism tend to develop a larger OFC. This enlargement is thought to be a result of the increased neural activity in this area that accompanies positive thinking and the processing of rewarding experiences. A larger OFC, in turn, equips the brain with enhanced capabilities to manage and regulate emotions, making it easier to navigate the inevitable ups and downs of life without succumbing to overwhelming anxiety. The detrimental effects of chronic stress on the OFC further underscore the importance of optimism. When we experience prolonged stress, our brains release excessive amounts of cortisol, the stress hormone. This chronic cortisol surge can shrink the OFC, compromising its ability to effectively regulate emotions and leaving us more vulnerable to anxiety and its associated challenges. By fostering an optimistic outlook, we can counteract this damaging process, as optimism has been shown to lower cortisol levels and promote a healthier brain environment. The Heart and Soul study, a landmark research endeavor, solidified the link between optimism and cardiovascular health. This study found that optimistic individuals with coronary heart disease were less likely to experience adverse cardiac events compared to their less optimistic counterparts. This finding highlights the profound impact of optimism on overall health, including its potential to safeguard the brain against the ravages of stress-related conditions. In essence, optimism acts as a shield against the debilitating effects of anxiety and stress. By fostering a positive outlook, we not only enhance our emotional well-being, but also promote the growth and resilience of critical brain structures like the OFC. This, in turn, empowers us to face life's challenges with greater equanimity, paving the way for a happier and healthier brain. Building up the OFC with positive thinking. The brain, in its remarkable plasticity, possesses the ability to adapt and change throughout our lives. This adaptability extends to the orbitofrontal cortex, OFC, the emotional control center that can be negatively impacted by stress and trauma. However, the good news is that we hold the power to rebuild and strengthen the OFC through the practice of positive thinking. Chronic stress and traumatic experiences can trigger a cascade of events in the brain, leading to a reduction in the size and function of the OFC. This shrinkage can leave us more susceptible to emotional dysregulation, making it harder to manage anxiety, stress, and other negative emotions. But optimism, with its ability to counter the effects of stress, offers a pathway to recovery. By cultivating a positive mindset, we can stimulate neural activity in the OFC and encourage its growth. Research has shown that positive thinking activates the reward circuitry in the brain, releasing dopamine and other feel-good neurotransmitters that promote neural connections and enhance the OFC's functionality. This, in turn, strengthens our emotional regulation capabilities, enabling us to respond to challenges with resilience and composure. Think of the OFC as a muscle that can be trained and strengthened through exercise. Just as physical exercise builds muscle mass and improves physical performance, positive thinking exercises the OFC, enhancing its ability to regulate emotions and promoting mental well-being. Engaging in activities that foster gratitude, joy, and hope can be particularly effective in stimulating the OFC and rewiring our brains for greater emotional resilience. In practical terms, a positive mindset can be a game changer in stressful situations. When faced with a challenge, an optimistic individual is more likely to focus on solutions rather than dwell on the problem. This proactive approach reduces anxiety and opens up possibilities for creative problem solving. For instance, instead of feeling overwhelmed by a looming deadline, an optimistic person might break down the task into smaller, manageable steps and approach each step with a can-do attitude. Moreover, optimism can help us reframe negative experiences, extracting valuable lessons and opportunities for growth. A setback, viewed through an optimistic lens, becomes a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. This positive perspective not only minimizes stress, but also fosters a sense of agency and empowerment, essential ingredients for building a stronger and more resilient OFC. Optimism and cortisol levels. When it comes to brain health, the relationship between optimism and cortisol levels is a crucial one. Cortisol, often referred to as the stress hormone, plays a significant role in our body's response to challenges and threats. While cortisol is essential for survival, chronically elevated levels can wreak havoc on our brains and overall health. Fortunately, research suggests that optimism can help keep cortisol in check, promoting a healthier and happier brain. Studies have consistently shown a correlation between higher levels of optimism and lower cortisol levels. This means that individuals who maintain a positive outlook on life tend to experience less stress and consequently have lower amounts of cortisol circulating in their bodies. This is not merely a coincidence. Optimism influences our perception of stressors and our ability to cope with them, ultimately impacting our physiological responses. The detrimental effects of high cortisol levels on the brain are well documented. Chronic stress and the accompanying cortisol surge can impair memory, hinder learning, and even contribute to the development of mood disorders like anxiety and depression. Additionally, high cortisol levels have been linked to various physical health problems, including cardiovascular disease, weakened immune function, and digestive issues. Conversely, maintaining lower cortisol levels through positive thinking can have profound benefits for both brain and body. When cortisol is kept within a healthy range, our brains function optimally, enabling us to think clearly, learn effectively, and regulate emotions more easily. Lower cortisol levels also contribute to improved sleep quality, enhanced immune function, and a reduced risk of stress-related illnesses. Optimism acts as a buffer against the harmful effects of stress by promoting a more balanced physiological response. When we approach challenges with an optimistic mindset, we are less likely to perceive them as insurmountable threats, and our bodies release less cortisol as a result. This, in turn, helps protect our brains from the damaging effects of chronic stress and fosters an environment conducive to optimal brain health. The science is clear. Optimism is not just a fleeting emotion. It is a powerful tool for managing stress and safeguarding our brains. By cultivating a positive outlook on life, we can reduce cortisol levels, enhance brain function, and promote overall well-being. So, embrace optimism as a key ingredient in your recipe for a healthy and happy brain. Realism versus optimism. In the pursuit of happiness and brain health, the question often arises, should we strive for realism or embrace optimism? While both perspectives have their merits, research suggests that optimism, when balanced with a healthy dose of realism, can be particularly beneficial for our brains. Realistic thinking is often lauded for its accuracy and objectivity. It allows us to assess situations based on facts and evidence, avoiding the pitfalls of wishful thinking. However, an overly realistic or pessimistic outlook can lead to heightened stress, anxiety, and even depression. This is where optimism comes into play. Optimism, with its focus on the positive aspects of life and the belief in a brighter future, acts as a buffer against the negative impacts of stress. It doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect. Rather, it involves approaching difficulties with a proactive and hopeful attitude. This positive mindset can help us cope with adversity more effectively, fostering resilience and protecting our brains from the detrimental effects of chronic stress. Studies have shown that optimistic individuals tend to have lower cortisol levels, reduced inflammation, and better cardiovascular health. These physiological benefits translate to improved brain function, enhanced emotional well-being, and a greater capacity to handle life's inevitable setbacks. In essence, optimism doesn't just make us feel better, it makes our brains healthier. So, how can we incorporate optimism into a realistic worldview? The key is to strike a balance. Acknowledge the challenges and obstacles that exist, but don't let them consume your thoughts. Instead, focus on potential solutions and opportunities for growth. Practice gratitude for the good things in your life and cultivate a sense of hope for the future. Surround yourself with positive influences, whether it's supportive friends, inspiring books, or uplifting music. Remember, optimism is not about denying reality, but about choosing to see the possibilities within it. By embracing an optimistic outlook, we can harness the power of our brains to create a happier, healthier, and more fulfilling life. Practical tips for cultivating optimism. Now that we understand the profound impact optimism can have on our brains and overall well-being, let's explore some practical tips for cultivating a more optimistic outlook on life. These simple yet effective strategies can help you rewire your brain for positivity and resilience. Stay busy and engaged. An idle mind can easily wander into negative territory. By keeping yourself occupied with activities you enjoy, whether it's hobbies, work, or social interactions, you can redirect your focus towards positive experiences and reduce the likelihood of dwelling on negative thoughts. The act of staying busy not only distracts from negativity, but also fosters a sense of purpose and accomplishment, both of which contribute to a more optimistic mindset. Affirm your worth. Affirmations are powerful tools for rewiring our brains. By repeating positive statements about yourself and your abilities, you can challenge negative self-talk and reinforce a belief in your own potential. Start each day by looking in the mirror and saying something positive, such as, "I am capable," "I am worthy," or "I am resilient." These simple affirmations can have a profound impact on your self-perception and overall outlook. Acknowledge your successes. It's easy to get caught up in the daily grind and overlook our achievements. Take a moment each day to reflect on what you've accomplished, no matter how small it may seem. Did you complete a challenging task at work? Did you offer a helping hand to someone in need? Recognizing and celebrating your successes can boost your confidence and reinforce a positive self-image, both of which are essential for cultivating optimism. Choose positive language. The words we use have a powerful impact on our thoughts and emotions. When we use positive language, we not only communicate more effectively, but also shape our own perceptions. Replace negative words like can't and won't with positive alternatives like can and will. Instead of focusing on what's going wrong, emphasize what's going right. This simple shift in language can have a ripple effect on your overall outlook. Seek help when needed. If you find yourself struggling with negativity or pessimism, don't hesitate to seek help. Talking to a trusted friend, family member, therapist, or counselor can provide valuable support and guidance. Remember, asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. A professional can help you identify the root causes of your negativity and develop strategies for cultivating a more optimistic mindset. The importance of seeking help. While cultivating optimism is a powerful tool for brain health, it's important to acknowledge that we don't have to go it alone. In fact, seeking help can be a crucial step in overcoming past traumas, processing negative experiences, and building a more positive outlook on life. Professional guidance can offer invaluable support in navigating life's challenges and fostering a resilient brain. Past traumas and negative experiences can leave deep emotional scars that hinder our ability to embrace optimism. These experiences can trigger negative thought patterns, create self-doubt, and make it difficult to see the good in life. A trained therapist or counselor can provide a safe space for processing these emotions, identifying unhealthy coping mechanisms, and developing strategies for healing and growth. Through therapy, individuals can learn to reframe their experiences, challenge negative beliefs, and cultivate a more optimistic outlook. Therapists can also teach coping skills for managing stress, anxiety, and depression, further enhancing brain health and overall well-being. Moreover, they can offer guidance on building healthy relationships, setting boundaries, and developing a stronger sense of self-worth, all of which contribute to a more positive and resilient mindset. There are various avenues for seeking help, depending on your individual needs and preferences. Therapists, counselors, and psychologists are trained professionals who can provide individual or group therapy. Support groups can offer a sense of community and connection with others who have faced similar challenges. Additionally, online resources, such as mental health apps and websites, can provide information, tools, and support for fostering optimism and well-being. Remember, seeking help is not a sign of weakness, but rather a courageous step towards healing and growth. It's a testament to your commitment to your well-being and a recognition that you don't have to face life's challenges alone. By reaching out for support, you open yourself up to new perspectives, coping skills, and opportunities for personal transformation. Whether you're dealing with past traumas, struggling with negativity, or simply seeking to enhance your brain health, remember that help is available. Don't hesitate to reach out and take the first step towards a brighter, more optimistic future. Your brain will thank you. In this exploration of optimism and brain health, we've journeyed through the fascinating science that connects our thoughts and emotions to the well-being of our brains. We've seen how optimism can reshape our brains, enlarge the orbitofrontal cortex, and reduce the stress hormone cortisol. We've delved into the power of positive thinking to combat anxiety, build resilience, and foster emotional well-being. The evidence is clear. Optimism is not just a fleeting feeling. It's a potent force for brain health and overall well-being. By cultivating an optimistic outlook, we can strengthen our brains, reduce stress, and live longer, healthier lives. Remember, it's not about ignoring challenges, but about facing them with hope and a proactive spirit. As you embark on your own journey towards greater optimism, remember the practical tips we've discussed. Stay busy and engaged. Affirm your worth, acknowledge your successes, choose positive language, and don't hesitate to seek help when needed. These simple yet powerful strategies can make a world of difference in your brain, health, and overall happiness. So, embrace optimism as a way of life. Choose to see the good, focus on solutions, and cultivate gratitude. By doing so, you'll not only transform your own life, but also inspire those around you. Remember, a happy brain is a healthy brain, and optimism is the key to unlocking its full potential.